Pandas. Panda. Good morning, pandas. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm Bob Money. I'm glad that you could join us today. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're finding yourself here for that. I am truly grateful, and I'm just gonna say it right now. Last stream was it was nutsos. I had a blast yesterday. Even though it was so choppy yesterday, I just had a grand old time, and I love the community here. I truly do. Hey, if you didn't see the last stream, check it out. It was just crazy. So, hey, pandas. But today is a new day, and with every day, we have to reset and start again from scratch. You know, that's day trading. Every day is a new day. We do not let yesterday's successes or failures affect us today, and we're just trying to find the best setups possible using the two-legged pullback. If you're new to this channel, new to this stream, this is your first time here, welcome. I'm glad that you can join us. Hey, make sure you fill out that poll. Tell me what day you think it's going to be today. Bull trend, bear trend, or trading range day today. And let's start off the chat with some good mornings. Give us good morning and where you're from, so we can let the whole world, or let the community know that we're a community that's from all around the world. Let's go, baby. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Steve. Thank you. 300 likes yesterday was crazy, man. This community is crazy. Shannon Sue says, "Hola, pandas." Good morning, Brandon Jones. John Parkman from Montana. Good morning. Yeah, I have a friend who's gonna get married in Montana, so that's pretty exciting. Jason, welcome, my faithful mod from Texas, best mod in the world, hands down. Good morning, Knockem. Good morning, Brandon Jones. Good morning, Dante. Good morning, pandas. Good morning, Gus Bra from Washington State. Yeah, I love Washington State. Good morning, Alex Gladkick from Pennsylvania. Good morning, Yoshiaki. Good morning, SW Blaze from Chicago. Welcome to the stream. Good morning, Will Curtis. Good morning, Steve T. Good morning, Mazhar Ali from Toronto, my Canadian pandas. Welcome. Good morning, Phil W. from Toronto, another Canadian panda. Welcome. I say it time and time again, but I love Canada. Like, it's so beautiful. I haven't been there often, but the few times I've gone, it's just breathtaking. Good morning, pandas. Good morning, Rin. Good morning, David. Good morning, D-Lou. Welcome back, pandas. Good morning, Damien. Good morning, Rohan. Hey, pandas. As you guys are rolling in, I'm going to kind of go over what we're doing in the stream. This is a small account journey, pandas. We started this journey on April 12, 2021. Started with $5,000. We began this journey trading one single contract, and now we're finding ourselves here at 13K plus. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to slow grind. I mean, it's not super slow. It's consistent. Let's just say that it's just consistent. And as the capital grows, we're gonna see that we're going to be growing also exponentially. We're going to be growing the capital much quicker. It's going to be exponential because we're going to increase our contract. Well, yeah, it'll be pretty much exponential, the growth. Able to double up my count in 1 month. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to double this account in 1 month, but we'll see. I'm only trading 2 contracts right now, so let's see how if we can get double our count by by June 12th. It's gonna be tough, but I'm not gonna force myself to do it. I did have a setback. Like, I got a big hit, like I think last week or 2 weeks ago, and it set me back a couple days. And so I was just spending, last like 4 or 5 days just catching up, coming back. But I had a really tough time at 10K. Once I hit 10K, I like dropped from 10K to like 8K. I lost like $2,000, and I just like slowly built back up. But the thing is, you gotta stick to the plan. And yeah. The only reason why I lost that $2,000 is because I did not stick to the plan. I did something silly. I did something that I just made a mistake, plainly. I mean, pandas make mistakes too. If you think humans make mistakes, pandas make mistakes twice as much. And with that being said, do not copy my trades. Trade at your own risk. How did I get from 5K to 13K in 1.5 months? Well, simply, we trade only one single instrument, the E-mini, the S&P futures, and we trade mainly the 2000 tick chart. This is what you see on the chart here. Also, you look at the 10K chart, a 5-minute chart, and you're going to see me cycle through those just to get better context. But we trade only one single setup. It's a two-legged pullback. It's a setup that looks like this. It's just 2 legs down or 2 legs up, and it's super simple to see. And so when we look at the chart, we're trying to find this pattern at key areas such as support resistance levels and moving averages, trend lines. So for instance, if I move this here, here's a 2-legged pullback. Right here. Good enough to make a point. Another 2-legged pullback here. Good enough to make a point. Another 2-legged pullback here. Good enough to make a point. And notice here, pandas, for those who've been following for a while, there are 2 types of these 2-legged pullbacks. So you have a pullback that looks like this. This is the classical. You also can have a 2-legged pullback that looks like this, where the second high does not go above the first pivot high. And this is also another variation of the 2-legged pullback. Regardless, we like to enter in the second entries. I thought I turned this subscriber thing off. It might go crazy, the subscriber thing, as people subscribe. Thanks for subscribing, but I thought I turned it off. Last stream was crazy. It just kept flooding in and just spammed. It just spammed this entire thing. I thought I turned it off, but I might have to turn off the alert box again, but I'm not sure if it's gonna actually turn off the sound. So, sorry, pandas. I started it 1.5 months ago. I'm still working at the kinks in the stream. Well, pandas, if you want to know more information about that setup, in the right context, that setup is greater than 90% probability to make 1 point on the E-mini. And with one contract, that's $50. And so right now, currently trading 2 contracts. So for us, that's $100 per scalp. If you want more information about that setup, check out the description below. Also, I trade pure price action. So I don't have any indicators other than the 20 moving average, 20 EMA, which is solid blue line here, 240 SMA, dash line here. Also, I have a custom indicator. All these numbers above and below the candles, it's an indicator that automatically counts legs and identifies second entries. And so you can see here, there's a second entry here with a dark green diamond. So dark green diamonds, dark red diamonds means it's second entries. Dark green numbers and dark green or dark red numbers are second entries. But the diamond shows us the next leg coming up. So if the market moves up to this diamond, that means a second entry has triggered, which means it's a 2-leg pullback. A, B, C, and only triggers once we break the previous candle's high by 1 tick. And so that's why the super signal is 1 tick above the signal bar high. This is exactly where it's placed, and so it's strategic why it's placed right there. That's where you would enter your trade. So what I like to do is I just like to focus on the super signal, look at if there's a dark green or dark red number at key areas, and I like to trade and take those 2-legged pullbacks. Also, these lines, this red line and this green line, is automatically created by the trading range indicator. I did not create this. This is gonna go crazy. But sorry, pandas, if it gets spammed, the subscribers. But I have a indicator here that automatically finds trading ranges, which is it uses pure price action to identify these things. And so I didn't draw these, and you can tell that the trading range started way back here. And the trading range indicator has been tracking this trading range all night. So pandas, let's read some price action, shall we? That's it for the introduction. Hey, if you want more information about those indicators, you can check out the official website on the bottom right of your screen at www.twoleggedpullback.com. By the way, there is a free trial of the 2-legged pullback indicator. There's no free trial of the trading range indicator yet. I'm thinking about creating one, but currently only the 2-legged pullback indicator has a free trial. So check it out if you want to test it out for yourself. If you like it, then you can purchase. If you don't, then you tried it and it wasn't for you, it's not for you. Simple as that. All right, pandas, let's see what's going on here. We like to use pure price action here, so I'm going to try to read this chart as best as possible. First things first, let me say good morning to the rest of my pandas here. I'm only going to go over the green names, which are the pandas. Good morning, Aiden. Good morning, El Jimmy from Texas. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Mitch, welcome back, pandas. Yeah, we have a new like goal, 400 likes. I mean, it only makes sense to keep raising the likes. Hey, by the way, pandas, I'm not joking. We are so close to 5,000 subscribers. And when we hit 5,000 subscribers, I think I'm going to have a 5,000 subscriber special for you guys. Right now, the only thing I can think of is doing one trade with 5 contracts. I'm going to try to do a 5 contract trade on stream, and it could bite me in the butt. But, I'm used to trading 5 contracts anyways. So I don't mind it. I don't mind the risk. But I'm gonna try to trade 5 contracts at 5,000 at the 5,000 special. If we reach 5,000 during the stream, it's gonna be the next stream. So I'm looking at the subscriber count as well. We're almost at 5,000. How many subscribers do I have right now? 4,950. Just need 50 more subscribers, and we'll have a 5,000 subscriber special for you guys. Two minutes to market open. As we can see here, all night we have been coiling up. This means that we are in breakout mode. And so if this starts to break down, then it's going to be a big move down, in my opinion. What kind of day I think it's going to be today? Most of you guys think it's trading range day. 47% of you guys think it's trading range day. For me, it really depends. If we break below, see, this is the daily here. If we break below yesterday's low, that could be bad news because we're on top of the trading range and we have a 2-legged pullback, right? Even on the daily, you can see this red diamond here showing us that this is a second entry on the daily here, ABC. ABC is another way to count the 2-legged pullback. Instead of going first pullback, first entry, second pullback, it's much easier to just say ABC. So ABC, good signal bar here, and we're at the top of the trading range. Pandas, if we hit this, we can have a bear trend day today, in my opinion. Of course, this can trap again, but with a good signal bar like this at the top of the trading range, there's a good chance that we can have a bear trend day today, actually, if we hit below yesterday's low. And I actually had an order overnight right here. I put an order one tick below, so this dark red dash line is yesterday's low. This tealish line is yesterday's high, and this light red is yesterday's close. And I like to keep track of these things because on the dailies we're seeing 2-legged pullbacks. And so if there's 2-legged pullbacks on the daily, that means that when it triggers, there's a good chance that we can make a nice scalp here. And so typically I'm looking for 10 points if the daily does trigger the second entry. So if we do come all the way down here and break this low, we could potentially have a pretty strong bear trend day today. But if we don't, then, honestly, anything's game. We can have another kind of trading range day today. Yesterday was a trading range day. It doesn't look like it because we're going downwards, but this is pretty much a trading range day. Hey, market has opened. Let's go, pandas. Hey, let's find the best setups possible. Let's go, pandas. Let's go, baby. I reloaded my chart, so if you're finding your charts different than mine, then perhaps you need to reload yours, but otherwise there's not much I can do. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Here's my 10K tick chart. I currently have this trading range still mapped up on my 10K chart, created from this pivot and this pivot. And I thought this would be a failed breakdown, and currently it technically is because we're back into the trading range. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It really depends on if we break below here. If we break below here, it could be bad news. I'm not really bad news, but it could be a bear trend day today. Maybe good news for us because we might know the direction now. But let's go, baby. Let's just find the best setups possible. Every candle. This is the 10K tick chart. Here's the 5-minute chart. I don't have any trend lines on these right now. It's just too choppy. I mean, I have this trend line on the 2K chart, and we were bouncing off on the retest, but we're failing to retest it. We actually were able to make one scalp off that retest of this trend line, but now we're under, hitting the 240 SMA, perhaps creating a trap here. But in my mind, this could be a failed breakdown. It can come right back up in the trading range. Trading range typically have failed breakdowns, failed breakouts, so I'm just waiting. No clear direction at the moment, in my opinion. It doesn't even trap. Comes right back into the trading range. 20 EMA now may act as resistance. And if now we're wedging between the 240 SMA and the 20 EMA, which oftentimes you just see it just trades right in between here. So pretty slow start in the morning. How you guys doing? How you pandas doing this morning? Hope everyone's doing well. Rationality Rules has got a nice second entry on the 30-minute. I do not trade the 30 minutes, so that is interesting. I'm glad that worked out for you, Rationality Rules. Congrats. Good morning. Do you meditate before or after a trading session? What a good question. I'm guessing you're thinking some sort of Christian meditation or Christian praying. Actually, yes, of course, I do. I mean, not even for trading. It's just for myself. Helps me put the priorities where they should be. Brock says he just got that two-legged pullback. Congrats. Congrats. To me, when we're breaking down like this on a kind of this strong wedge here, signal bar wasn't the best either. It's just inside bar. It's a little bit scary. It's a little bit risky, but we are in the bottom trading range, so you could take in that. Typically on trading ranges, you want to go into higher low, lower high setups. And so this is the higher low setup. So this is the better trade with a good signal bar, but also 20 EMA blocking us. And this could be a two-legged pullback here. Two-legged pullback. Creating the Pikachu here, bottom trading range. Do have a Pikachu currently setting up here. Pikachu in a 2K chart. Am I interested in this Pikachu in the bottom trading range? No, I need to wait till this trading range resolves itself. Currently, even though we're in the bottom and we do have a Pikachu set up, since we are at the bottom of a trading range, like, it's risky to go short at the bottom of a trading range. I need to get out of this trading range in order for me to go short at the bottom. So I cannot go short here, even though I like the setup a lot. But when I look to the left of the chart, I just see too much chop, too much support here, and that's what we're seeing here. We are seeing support, and so we couldn't scalp out immediately. Even though this can make a point, we are seeing support here and people buying with limit orders because of this trading range. But it can break through, of course. But that's why we're seeing this chop here. This is why the scalp didn't make a scalp instantly, even on two-legged pullback. We can come back into this trading range and come back and retest the top of the trading range anytime. But the 20 EMA is acting as resistance as well, and I am keeping an eye on that. I guess a good question is, when does the trading range finally break? And you could consider actually thinking, okay, this is starting to be a trend actually, instead of the trading range. I think just typical price action rules, it's impossible to really tell when the trading range will finally break, I think, in my opinion, but you can get clues and hints. Right, if we're coming down to the bottom of the trading range with huge bear bars and just a lot of selling pressure, then that increases the chances that we're going to break down. And same thing if you on the long end, a lot of bullish bars ending near their highs, big bull bars, little pullbacks from the bear side. That could mean, so right here, this was 50-50 in my opinion. Even though we're kind of going upwards, it's still 50-50 because look at the bars, right? The bars are all mixed, right? They're alternating. And they're big bars, both sides. And so it's hard to tell what side this was going to actually break out in. We do have a lower high here. And man, I like this lower high. Or this lower high a lot. Okay, now it makes a scalp. Easy here. Easy. If we break below here, you already know my bias that we're gonna trigger that second entry on the daily. And we can really drop. And we can have a bear trend day today. It really depends if we break below here. And so that was a two-legged pullback. That was a nice Pikachu, but I told you the reason why I couldn't take that trade is because we're in the bottom of the trading range, and because of that, I do not like to go short on bottom trading ranges. it just doesn't make sense for me to do that. But I like that. I liked how it stayed under the 20 MA. And I like that lower high setup. Actually, that lower high, I would like to have entered there, but it happened on the outside bar, and I do not like to trade outside bars. Like if that candle ended earlier and I was able to get in short, then I would like that, but I don't like going to outside bars. Typically, I mean, if it's a trap, then I actually like to go on outside bars sometimes, but just on a second entry, the outside bar is hard. You might be thinking, what is this panda talking about? Outside bars, second entries, blah, 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 blah. If you want to know more information, check out the description below. There are playlists describing the setup that we're looking for. Outside bar simply is this. As you can see on this one bar, we broke up. Even though it's by one tick only, we did trigger that trap. And within that same bar, we went down and we went on the out of the other side of this bar. So this is an outside bar reversal. So it made an outside bar here, and then it reversed again, creating two reversals in one single bar. I typically do not like to trade into those. I do not like to trade the outside bar reversal. Mainly because Al Brooks doesn't like to do it, but for me it also just makes sense because that's a lot of range you have to cover, right? You're thinking we broke on the upside, and now we're thinking we're gonna break on the other side. That's a lot of range for that one bar to cover. So, it's just my opinion. I don't feel comfortable trading outside bar reversals. Yesterday's close is acting as support, but I do not think it's gonna hold. Personally, I do not think it's gonna hold. I really feel like we are gonna start breaking down here. As you can see, we have this trend line here, and this trend line tried to break out, failed, and came back in. And so, in my opinion, we could be continuing this trend line. I'm gonna keep a close eye on this trend line and look for more failed breakout. I might trade this trend line actually. If it comes back up here and gives me a nice second entry at this trend line, I might enter a short here. And so when you trade, you just have to have a certain premise, and you guys stick to that premise. And if your premise is wrong, then you're gonna have to change your premise, take that hit on that trade that you had a wrong premise in, and hopefully from then on out, if you stick to the plan with the right premise, and when I mean premise, I mean market cycle, right? I have a certain market cycle in mind. I have a certain price action movement that I think is going to happen to the chart, and all of that's going to affect my trading. So the first question you got to ask yourself, what market cycle are we in? Are we in a trading range or trend? Right now we were in a trading range, and so in my opinion, right here it would have been good to trade right within trading range as we were in a trading range. But now, since I think we're breaking out, every trading range means that the market's in breakout mode. And so the moment that this started to give me a two-legged pullback right here, a nice two-legged pullback, failed trap to go back into the trading range, I'm thinking now possibly we're going to break down here, right? This price action is price action typically seen on a bear trend. And so with this bear trend type price action, I'm thinking we might keep going down. But hey, can't speak too soon. Yesterday's close is acting as support, and it is definitely acting as support. As you can see, bounced right off yesterday's close, coming right back into the 20 MA, coming back right into the trend line. Let's see if this trend line will hold. And I'm not thinking we're gonna be in a bull trend, nor am I thinking we're gonna come top of the trading range. Yeah, unless we get strong bull bar ending near its high like that. Woo! Did you see that? You gotta be careful, man. This could be another failed breakout. But we have no two-legged pullback. We have no setup here, even though this could crash here. I'm not scared unless we start solidly closing above the 20 MA in terms of going short. Like I want to go short unless I start seeing clear signs we're closing well above the 20 MA to the point where we're creating gaps between the lows of the bar and the 20 MA. Pandas. I'm looking for a two-legged pullback here, pandas. And it will be a Pikachu trade. Right? If this comes back up, comes back down, this will be a Pikachu here. I'm looking to go short. Looking for potential Pikachu. Why is this panda talking about Pokemon? Why is he saying Pikachus? Look in the description below, frequently asked questions. No Pikachu yet, but it's just a potential Pikachu in my mind. Retesting the close again. I don't think this close is going to hold. I really think we're going to come down here. Looking at the daily, You know, if you saw this on the intraday chart, you're like, okay, I'm ready to go into the second entry short here. That's what you're thinking. That was a daily chart. The market's not giving us our two-legged pullback discount. Only first entry is allowed. Only first entry is only allowed to make points. That's showing us strong bearish pressure again. When first entries break below the previous swing low, then we know that there are strong presence of bears here, even on first entries like that. So we did break out, but that is not considered a actual breakout in my opinion. It needs to close clearly above the 20 EMA for me to consider it to be a breakout here. I will not go long here. In fact, if this gives me a trap here, I might consider even going to the trap. Market's not even giving us a trap at the moment. I'm thinking it's eyeing yesterday's close. I think it's going to try to trigger the second entry on the daily here. I will have a setup here, two-legged pullback. This is a trap trade. Looking at trap on the 2K chart. Because my premise is, I think we're in a downtrend now, and I'm going to trade as if we're in a downtrend. I'm going to look for this trap here. It's a doji bar. It's not the best kind of bar you want. It'd be more chance to make the successful trap if it was a, a bearish bar. But with these traps, if my premise is right, I should be able to scalp out pretty quick here. I'm waiting to get into this trap. Do not copy my trades, trade at your own risk. By the way, if you're finding yourself having a greater than 20-second delay, make sure that live button is red, and also you can hit that 2x button to make sure you're at the most up-to-date on the stream. I do not like this price action, nor do I like this doji here. I do not like how this is bouncing off the bottom here. I do not like that. I'm going to stay away from this trade, and this is a potential H4 setup. So I'm going to stay away from the H4, but I really think this trap is good. If this gives me a bearish bar here, I might be interested in entering. Two dojis in a row. I think this is going to continue downwards, pandas. Very small range. Man, that's only a 1-point range on 2,000 ticks. I like this trap. I'm sitting on my hands because of the dojis, but I wouldn't be surprised if this trap just shoots down. I'm only sitting on my hands because two dojis in a row, and I do not like that. You know, the more dojis there are, the more 50-50 it's going to be. And so we just got two dojis in a row, and so I do not like trading against that. But this trap, I feel like it's going to scalp out pretty quick. Scalp makes a perfect scalp really easily. Makes an absolute scalp. Easy trade, but like I said, because of the two dojis, I couldn't do it, and the market was just being too tricky for me right there. I liked the setup a lot. It's just the two dojis in a row. I'm just, I don't have any FOMO on that. It's just, in my mind, why does the market do that, right? Why does the market give me... as you guys know, if you've been following me, I hate dojis. I just think dojis, they're the bane of my existence. The dojis, it's just, you either love them or you hate them, and for me, I hate them. It's just, they're too hot or cold for me. But I like that setup. I like that we were on a downtrend. I like that we were trading below. I liked how each pivot low, right, happened on the first entry here, giving us signs that the bears are strong, right? So that we can think that this breakout is more successful, right? We're not thinking a failed breakout now. We're thinking of a successful breakout because of the price action is telling us so. Velocity says, why doesn't anyone use this setup on the NASDAQ? You can feel free to use it in the NASDAQ. I just traded E-mini. Jimmy says, nab that one. Congrats, Jimmy. We do have an H4 setup here. And I do love me some H4s. But terrible signal bar first off. You know, I will not trade an H4 unless the signal bar is actually kind of good. And of course, you greatly increase your chances if you're actually at a certain key area, such as, you know, support, resistance, moving averages. Right now it's floating in the middle of nowhere, even though I love H4s and this has like 80% chance it's going to make a point for us. I'm going to skip this one. Because obviously I have a downwards bias right now. You know, we're looking for a two-legged pullback, something like this. Preferably like breaking it a little bit and failing and coming back in. That's what we're looking for, two-legged pullback on the top of this channel here. Terrible signal bar to go long in. Brock said, let's go, baby. Second scalp. Just got that trap. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I did like that trap a lot. It's just, oh, man, inside bar, 2 dojis in a row. Yeah. Measure move here. I think we're gonna go beneath here, and if we do break below here, I mean, we might get a bounce up from it, but if we do break below here, then I think we could be on a strong bear trend day today, pandas. It's just my opinion, right? When I look at the daily, we have a nice second entry, right, happening right here at the top of the trading range on the daily, as you can see, and with a good signal bar, decent signal bar, pretty good signal bar in my opinion. And we try to break upwards, as you can see, and we failed to go up. So, I mean, if we break below yesterday's low, which is this red line here, we could have a bear trend day today. Not today, Daniel Eyes. I'm not leaving my, I'm not gonna just put a limit here this time. The main reason being is because when you look at the price action here, we have a big wick here. This means that this could act as a trading range momentarily. And so if it does hit it, it might spike back up. But in my opinion, yeah, I like to see a good setup near here and I'll trade it. But in my opinion, I'm just using this more of telling us what direction we're going to go. And man, we are falling. We are falling. That's a good trap right there. Man, you could have this whole thing could be a runner at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point runner for anyone who took that trap. I like that trap, but man, it's unfortunate. The thing is, like, even though I think if we break below here, we're gonna make 10 plus points, you know, on the downside. I'm pretty sure we can make 10 points on the downside. I do not know how those 10 points are gonna be made. It can break it below here. It can go way back up, all the way up here, and come way back down. I don't know the type of price action is going to happen after the second entry triggers on the daily, but I just feel like if it does trigger one tick below this red line, we're gonna be able to make 10 points on the downside here, in my opinion. Just don't know how it's going to be made, and yeah, so I'm not just gonna put my limit order right here right now. I'm gonna try to find a setup around this area and use that to my advantage and keep going short. That's what I'm gonna do personally. Do not copy my trades. Do not copy any pandas that you see on the streets. H4 setup, good signal bar. Not taking that obviously because we're so close to this magnet here. I'm not gonna go long here. Doesn't make sense to me. I would go long on a two-legged pullback though, but not. I mean, I'll go short on a two-legged pullback here, but I would not go long here. I'm looking for short trades only at the moment. Phil W, you can't just say go baby. What does that mean? You gotta say let's go baby. Can't miss that let's, man. going to do that. Obviously, the H4 setup, so good to make a point. It makes a nice point for us. Brandon Jones, let's go, baby. Jay Knockon said, why does his chart look so different than mine? This is a 2000 tick chart. It could be a lot of things. You can reload your historical chart by right-clicking. There's an option to reload all historical data. Also, my time I set on the, if you go to your control panel and you can set up your time. I set my time to the government, actually. I don't set my time to whatever Microsoft has on default. I change it to the actual government time. And so it can also produce different... The thing about tick charts, like every single person's tick charts can look different because the candles are formed by transactions. And so depending on your settings, you can have a certain offset on the transactions. Like your first transaction of the day could be different than my first transaction. And if that one transaction is different, then it can make every single candle look different because of the offset. Michael F. says, if your chart looks different, try this. Gotta set your chart session start time to 6 p.m. New York time and start a new bar at that time. Bars should match up then. That's some good advice. You can try that. This subscriber thing is crazy. I do not need to... Oh, how many subscribers do I have? I am keeping an eye to my subscriber count here. 4,959 subscribers. We're trying to get to 5K. Hey Pandas, if you're enjoying this content, make sure you hit that like button. I know yesterday was crazy and we hit that like goal of 300. And man, that was amazing because it happened at the best time too, when the market was just in complete chop and there was basically nothing that we just sitting on our hands, and we just had basically the most exciting thing about yesterday was the like count. It wasn't even the charts. It wasn't even about making money. I am looking for a two-legged pullback. And if you'd like to help with my morning coffee, you can become a panda, and it's $5 a month. I do this stream absolutely for free, and so if you do enjoy the content, you can support me still here by becoming a panda. It's just $5 a month, and little perks you get. You get green name, you get two-legged pullback badge, you get priority responding to your, when chat starts to have like hundreds of chats. I don't have time to go through every single chat, but I do make sure I give priority to all my pandas. And so, when you look at the chat and you see like the green name, it just sticks out like a sore thumb. And so, my eyes automatically drawn to those, and I give priority to those questions. And also, the panda emoticons. These are 100% exclusive. You can't find them anywhere except on this channel if you become a panda. I just drew out this two-legged pullback showing you the setup I'm looking for currently. I'm looking for a two-legged pullback here. Potentially off the 20 EMA. I would like it off the top of this channel here. I like it more off the top of this channel. But I am looking for a two-legged pullback here just because I think we're so close to yesterday's low that we're gonna try to hit it. So many subscribers. Goodness. Two-legged pullback. Looking for a two-legged pullback still. That's the power of H4s. Man, H4 is just so good. Such a good trade. And the thing is, it's like you don't even need to care about context. You just need to look at the signal bar and the H4 setup. That's why it's so nice. It's like it's remarkable how often it just scalps. Just floating in the middle, nowhere, super strong downtrend, doesn't even matter. Blue name means it's a mod. Jason is a mod. He has the power to delete comments and manage the chat here. Oh shoot. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Sorry, just adjusting something on my screen. Pandas, I do have a hard stop today at 10:45. And the market is just being so stingy. It's not even giving us two-legged pullbacks right now. It's just giving us first entries, just giving us one pullback. Super frustrating. I need one setup here. I need a good setup here. You know, that first entry was enough to make a point. That's how strong this downtrend is. Right? When terrible signal bar and still the first entry is enough to make a point. That means traders are so eager to go in that they're willing to go into the first entry, even on a terrible signal bar, and to be able to scalp out. You know, that's what the price action is telling us. That's how eager the market is to go short. That they're even willing to go short. Terrible signal bar. First entry. Will the market give us a second entry here? We need a candle to break a previous candle's high before breaking this pivot low. If it goes below this pivot low, we lose our two-legged pullback. Pandas, panda. Just looking for a good setup here. By the way, if you were in a runner here, you're probably still in the runner if you got a retracement. If you didn't get a retracement, you're out of the runner now, I think. Market is being super stingy, not giving us our two-legged pullback. Super stingy market here. Come on. Give us our two-legged pullback. I'm looking for this kind of pattern here. But the market looks like it's being stingy. It's not giving us our second entry. Pandas. No setups currently. Come on. Give us our second entry. I know you want it. Just break above. Break above previous candle's high. Come on. I'm willing to go short here on a trap, on a Pikachu, if this second entry triggers. On the outside bar Pikachu, that's how eager I am to get into this trade. It needs to break above a previous candle's high. Struggling to do so because the bears are so strong. Bears are not even allowing it to go above. That means bears are coming with limit orders one tick below here because they're so eager to get into this trade. Right, that's what the price action is telling us. Double top. Double top. Come on. So one more tick higher. I need you to hit this second pullback right now. Come on. Give me a second pullback. There it is. Potential Pikachu here. Pikachu's lost. It's a perfect scalp Pikachu. I'm willing to go short here. I'm actually going to go down with one contract here. Because I'm going to look to scale in again if we come back up here. If this like traps me out, I'm going to scale in one time here. And that's why I'm going to lower my... because I'm kind of going into like a kind of aggressive trade here because it's so low. So far away from the 28, so far from the top of this channel. It can easily come back up here. And so I'm going to go one contract and scale in one time. And if I lose, I lose. But that's my plan right now. I got to time this perfectly, pandas. Here we go. Got a perfect scalp. I'm in this trade. I really think we can come down here. I might want to extend it at least to down here. I might just manage this one trade like a runner if we can get it. Nah, let's get scalp out. Let's just scalp out here. Just gonna scalp out, and I'm gonna start scaling in to go short because I just think we're in a downtrend day today. All things point for me to downtrend day. We're so close to yesterday's low. Still haven't scalped out yet. It's amazing. It's starting to reverse on me. Don't like that, but I'm pretty confident on this bear trend that I'm willing to scale in one time way up here to see if I can, you know, if that happens, I'll probably try to come out break even. But okay, scalped out. Let's go, baby. You already know. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. It was only one contract because I had plans to scale in if we were to, just because it was so far from the 20 EMA. I felt that was kind of aggressive, but it was a two-legged pullback, and that's how eager traders were to get into that trade. I am trading real money here, so even $50 is nice to have. The thing about this is, the point is not to like, even though it's, you know, $50, the idea is that we knew what trade to go in. We knew the high probable trade here, and the idea is you increase your contract sizes. The only reason why I didn't increase my contract size is because I had plans to scale in. But if my capital was big, I would have scaled in 2 contracts. You know, I would have scaled in more, but my capital right now only allows me to scale in one time with 1 contract. Because I do not know how far the pullback will be. You know, if the pullback is about like, you know, if the pullback was like 6, 7, 8 points, you know, if I, like, let's just say the hypothetical here. If that trapped and went way back up here, that means I have to hold this for 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 points, potentially 5, 6 points, and then at a certain point, like 7, 8 points, I'm gonna say, okay, I lost, right? That's it. You know, that was a bad trade. My premise was wrong, and so be it. But I don't know how deep the pullback would be if that trapped me out. And this even makes a point now. So now we're seeing some strength from the bulls, because you should not see that, right? You should not see bulls making points in a strong bear trend. But this channel is a little bit broad, right? There's enough room to make points on both ends, and so good thing I just scalped out. I was thinking about holding it to down here, but I just scalped out. Yeah, Alex O'Du. That's exactly why I only traded 1 contract, ready to scale in again. He says a bit risky, and so, but let's go, baby. Let's look at 10K chart. Ooh, look at the 10K chart. Guess where it bounced off of? 240 SMA. No wonder. It trapped, but the trap made a perfect scalp on the 10K chart. But traps on 10K chart typically pretty strong. I wouldn't be surprised if this keeps going down. Yeah, we're making lower highs here. We have to break this low here. I think the market has to break this low, in my opinion. Sooner or later. Man, 10K chart. Wow. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits on the bottom of the trading range on the trading range indicator. So now you're wondering, is this a trading range? The thing is, like, if it's a strong bear trend, the trading ranges do not hold. You know, this is not going to hold very long. It might hold on the upper side, but it won't hold on the bottom side, typically. Because of the trap on the 10K chart, I'm pretty sure that I can probably make another second entry here. Like, I do not think this is going to break out to the upside. The market's just waiting to break below this low, but the 10K did bounce perfectly off the 240 SMA. The 5-minute chart just looks super bearish, but now it's finding some chop here. And the daily, man, if you saw this setup on the intraday chart, man, you're going short there, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. But that was an aggressive trade. That's why, hence, took only 1 contract. But it makes an absolute scalp, so. All right, we got a second entry long, higher low setup. Let's see if we do a failed breakout of this trend line. I would like that a lot to go short. It's a two-legged pullback. But I like it to go a little bit higher here. As you can see, there's a trading range. And typically, you like it to go test the top of the trading range before going short. But we do have a nice two-legged pullback here. $10K chart, another trap on a 10K chart. Oh boy. Oh boy, pandas. I would like to go short here, but I'd like it to be... I would like to have a failed breakout. Like, it didn't actually touch the trend line. Man, that's a good signal bar, too. Oh. I want to take this short. And we're just below the 20 EMA here. For me, I wanted to hit this trend line. Like, that's the better trade for me. That's a really good signal bar off the 20 EMA, though. Pandas, I really want to take this trade, though. It's looking pretty good. I like it if we can hit this trend line and have a failed breakout of the trend line. To me, it's a failed breakout of the 20 EMA with a good signal bar, but it's really close to the bottom of this trading range. If I was aggressive, I would take this trade, but right now, because I already scalped out right here, I want this to go a little bit higher for me. Look at the 10K chart as well. The second entry did trigger on the 10K chart. We have a potential H4 forming on the 10K chart. This is not what you want to see. This is disappointment, right? If you went short here, this is disappointing to the bears. And I do want it to break above this trend line a little bit. I want it to break out of it and fail, create a nice wick for me. If we can do that, and then come back in, and then I'll be interested in going short. So now we're hitting the trend line, which is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. So if you're like short here, you're sweating right now. So thoughts and prayers to you for those who went short here. But that's exactly why I didn't want to go short. And if you have a pretty clear trading range, you want to hit the top of the trading range. You don't want to go short on the bottom half of the trading range. You want to go short on the top half of the trading range. This one I feel a little more confident going short in. And the 10K scalps out perfectly. It hits the bottom of the trading range on the 10K. The 10K is still in a nice trading range, so we can easily come back up here. Woo! Trapped to the upside here. Not the best signal bar, but it's not the best signal bar. It's too bullish. It's right in the middle. Ends right in the middle. I need a better signal bar to go short, in my opinion. I do like this setup though. I'm gonna go short here. I do like this setup. Depends. If this doesn't, if this gives us a bullish bar, I'm not interested anymore. Okay, it's looking too bullish for me. The 10K balancing off the 240 SMA perfectly. We're in this trading range at the moment. Give me a bullish bar here, I'd be interested in going short. Or give me a bearish bar here, I'd be interested in going short. I'm going with a limit order, however. Currently doji. Currently a doji. That's not the bar I want to go short. I like this setup a lot to go short though. Do not like that doji bar. Pandas. I like this setup. I actually like this setup a lot. That's not what you want to see if you're short though. Just don't like that doji bar. Actually ending kind of bullish. Potential H4 setup. If we get an H4, I'll be interested. I'll definitely be interested if we get this H4 to go short. H4, if on this H4, I'm going in. I might even go in with like a double position because I'll be so confident it's H4 to go short. 1, 2, 3, 4 bull bars in a row. Let's see if we get this H4. I just would like the H4 not to give me an outside bar reversal. That's kind of all I want. But the H4 needs to trigger. It still has not triggered. We are at the top of the trading range on an H4 on a strong downtrend. All of these reasons why I want to go short on this H4. It technically would be an L4 setup, but I'm looking for this L4 setup. I'm just waiting here, sitting on my hands. I want my setup. I want my setup to come to me. I do not want to chase it. Super Salty Peanut asks, you don't think it's a reversal? Hey, the fact that we're so close to yesterday's close, I think we're going to try to hit it still. Come on. Give me my H4 setup. H4. Come on. Give me H4. Give me my L4. Sitting on my hands, waiting for my L4 setup. So close. It's so close to being triggered. There it is. We got an L4 setup here. I'm looking to go short here on this L4 setup. Top of the trading range. Downtrend, L4 setup. This could be a midday reversal as well. And it could just reverse. If this L4 fails, then, so be it. Then I think if the L4 fails, then we could have this a midday reversal. But as it stands right now, I'm just thinking downtrend with an L4 setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6 non-bear bars in a row. I say non-bear bars because the doji is neither bullish or bearish. See, that's not a good signal bar to go on a L4 setup. The setup is good, but that's a really bad signal bar. This makes me think we could be reversing here. But I'm going to keep my L4 setup here. I'm just going to keep it down here. Even though that's a very bad signal bar. Like, worst signal bar you can pretty much imagine, right? Bull bar ending near its high. But that's still, for me, like a 2-3 point risk, and I think it's worth it. Gonna look for any micro channels here. Currently micro channeling. And this could be a reversal here. Let me look at the 10K chart. 10K chart is bouncing off the 240 SMA very nicely and coming back into the trading range. On the 10K chart, the trading range has not yet broken. If you look at it, right, the trading range indicator is still tracking this trading range. Going to yesterday's close. Unfortunately, I cannot go short here anymore. Hitting yesterday's close, hitting its head on it. If we get a good signal bar, I'll think about going short, but this is very tight micro channel. And I do not like to go short in micro channels because there's typically not enough room to make a scalp, right? As you can see, this is just a micro channel. No pullbacks here. And it's very hard to go short against that. Even on the L4 setup, in my opinion, it's dangerous to go short. I mean, this is definitely have signs of reversal and then show us trading range on the higher tick frame, which is the 10K chart. The 5-minute chart, about to hit the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart, which can act as resistance. But right now, we're reading the price action of what it's giving us. And currently, it's giving us a micro bull channel, right? On the bottom of the trading range on the 10K chart, bouncing out the 240 SMA. So this is currently looking like a breakout. Will this breakout succeed? Only time can really tell. So we're just trading this. I'm sitting on my hands now. I don't have no trade at this moment. I just never trade short against something like this. Just because this can act as support, right? This micro channel. Yo, 341 concurrent viewers. Let's go, baby. That might be the most I've ever gotten. Alright, pandas. As this is grinding up now, let me go over some of your chats. Feel free. Don't hesitate to ask questions. I'll go over them sooner or later. Jason, you're the greatest mod. Thanks for answering everyone's questions. Velocity asks, any plans to do a prop firm in the future? I don't know. Maybe. It'd be kind of nice to trade prop firm because they front all the risk for you. But, in my opinion, it's like, you gotta go through so much to get that. I'm just trading my money. I might think about it in the future, but, I mean, in my opinion, it's like something you do, like, maybe when you begin, as a beginner. But I've already been doing this for like over a year now, so. Are the leg count numbers a ninja indicator? It is an indicator for NinjaTrader, but it's not native to NinjaTrader. It's a custom indicator. You can check out on the bottom right of your screen the URL where to find it. It's a two-leggedpullback.com. Your indicator strategy not work great in auto mode. The indicator, any automated strategy are basically templates for you to work on. So if your automated strategy is not working well, it's because you did not create a good automated strategy. ProRS. You have to create your own automated strategy, and if it's not working well, then you're gonna have to tinker with your automated strategy to work best for you. So Super Salty Peanut asks, do I not think it's a reversal? So now it could possibly be a reversal, but like any other reversal, you're looking to come back down to retest the lows. And so once we break this trend, you know, we're thinking one more test down here, and it could be a lower high or a lower low or lower or higher low setup, double bottom. It could be one of the two, or it could be exactly the same, which is yeah. But like I said, I'm not going short against this. I mean, you're just not going short against anything like this. Technically fundamental. What I said was it's a bull candle ending near its high H-I-G-H. Ending near its high, not tie. High. Alright, pandas. We might just got away with that one scalp here. This is grinding up. We're hitting a 240 SMA with the HL4 setup. I mean, clearly we're coming back into the trading range on the 10K chart, which means we can come way back up here. We bounce off perfectly off the 240 SMA. Alright, that's why I put the 240 SMA on the charts, just because it works. It works so well. The 240 SMA originated with the 5-minute chart. If you're wondering why I have the 240 SMA, it's because the 240 SMA is an hourly 20 SMA, but it's mapped up on the 5-minute chart. And the market is so balanced. It's just so balanced. You know, you can see it working on every time frame, every tick frame, every tick chart. So that's why I like to have it on all my charts. Yep. Now you're thinking reversal. I mean, this is like not normal, right? A strong downtrend. Are you expecting to see something like this? Right? Like, this might be just like a midday reversal, and we could be on an uptrend the rest of the day today. No candle has broken its low yet. That's how crazy this uptrend is. No pullback has broken the previous candle's low. The reason I know that's because we have not triggered our pullback or our second entry. SW Blade, so let's say. Daniel says 2 days getting burned in a row, man. It's unfortunate. Fortunate, Daniel. Steve Y says just exited a long runner. Let's go, baby. Congrats. In my opinion, why did you exit? If you were in this runner here, why did you exit? Like, at least you can just keep putting it below the previous candle's low. Unless you had a price target you wanted to hit and you're just happy with that. But in my opinion, like, there's no reason to really exit a runner at this point. We're in a tight micro channel. You know, like, in my opinion, do not exit unless at least candle breaks the previous candle's low. Or, hey, but if you hit your price target, that is your strategy, and I don't want to mess with it. But in my opinion, like, I don't see much reason to get out of your runner. I mean, that's a nice runner if you got into this H4 setup. Or not H4, it's just a fourth pullback, 4 traps, the 4th trap. Looks like we're about to get hit here. It finally triggers the L4. But again, we are in a strong, like a tight micro channel. So I'm not trying to go short here. But pandas, L4 still makes a scalp. It doesn't matter. That's how strong these L4s are. H4, L4. It makes a point anyways. It does not matter. L4s and H4s do not care about your feelings. Do not care about what trend you're in. Does not care what market cycle you're in. It just makes a point for you anyways. So that L4 setup just makes a point anyway. So, oh well, cool. Cool to know. We can still be in a downtrend because look at the 20 EMA could be acting as resistance on the 5-minute. The 5-minute closed above it, but not strongly, right? No follow through after the close. There's no gaps between the low of the bar and the 20 MA, right? There's no MA gap. So we can potentially come back down here, and this is why this is going to be a confusing day today, in my opinion. This is why it's going to be hard for me to, you know, if I take a second entry long here, pandas, give me a 1. If you want me to take a second entry, if you take a second entry long off the 20 MA here, give me a 2. If no, give me a 3 to take the trap. In the chat. Give me a 1 if you want to take a second entry long here off the 20 MA if it does form. Give me a 2 if no. Give me a 3 if I should take the trap. Daniel says 3, of course. Of course you gotta take the trap. So this is what, you know, when you trade price action, the thing about price action trading, it's not easy. I'll just say that right now. Like the thing about like if you trade just pure indicators, like the allure is it's easy, right? You just let the indicator tell you when to take the trade, when not to take trade. The thing about price action trading is like you gotta be very involved. You gotta read it like a book, like a textbook. You gotta read every single word. And you gotta figure out the intentions behind every single bar here. A lot of you guys are saying 1s. A couple of you guys are saying 3s. So most of you guys want to take this second entry off the off the 20 MA here. So we need this to break the previous candle's high first for the first pullback or first entry. Right, we have the first pullback here, first entry, second pullback. Heart Attack Gaming says might retest yesterday's close, and that's why he wants to go into the trap here. But we're waiting. We're just waiting, sitting on our hands. Just waiting here. So we're letting the setup come to us, pandas, right? We're not chasing, we're not doing anything. I personally think I like the trap, obviously, because we have the 5 minute, right, hitting against the 20 MA here. We have the 10K chart giving us some nice bull bars, so that's actually opposing. We also are hitting this trend line, which I should adjust. Fail breakout. I think this trend line's good, pandas. Why do I say that? Because when I connect these two dots and this pivot low, we have a confirmation that this trend line is still decent. With potential two-legged pullback to the 20 MA. Let's see if we get it. What I'm going to do again, pandas, is actually I'm going to go in with one contract and then I'm going to reverse my position. I'm going to double my position and reverse it if it traps. And I might have a triple loser here. It's all good, pandas. At least I'm sticking to the plan. Potential two-legged pullback here. I'm trading only one contract though. Just because I'm confused. I'm not super confident here. Going with one contract. We have like a strong bull leg here. This bull swing is very strong. But we're just like at a place where I'm just like, we can reverse here as well. That's what I'm scared about. And typically, you don't see traps happen right after like strong, strong legs like this. Like a strong leg, strong bull leg like this. It's like not, it's atypical to have a trap form. Like most people are probably looking for a two-legged pullback here to go long. I do want it to hit the 20 MA here. It's not at the 20 EMA yet. I'm not interested in this trade unless it comes closer to my key area. It's not at my key area yet. I want it to be at the 20 EMA. And it's getting pretty tight here, right? Kind of congested. We have a doji bar here. We have some long wicks. I think personally the better trade is just to go on the trap here. This is a Pikachu forming, but it's too far away from 20 MA. Not my trade. Do I have some sort of trend line? No trend line. It's looking choppy now. So this two-legged pullback can bite you. It can burn you. I mean, that's a good signal bar. It's a very good signal bar. Too far from a 20 EMA for me, in my opinion. It's too far. If it does trigger here, it's too far. So many subscribers. Pandas. Yeah, man, make sure you hit that like button if you're enjoying the content here. Honestly, hitting that like button, even though you do it because you enjoy the content, it also helps the stream, right? It also helps helps me support the stream. That was a two-legged pullback, but too far from 20 EMA. So not my trade, not what I'm looking for. But the thing is, the YouTube algorithm sees that, and it might want to push out and propagate, this video out to, people's suggestions boxes or pages, recommendation pages. It might recommend it after, one of their videos are done. So there's like a lot of, and the thing is, it's like typically if it recommends it to those people are interested in day trading. Those people are interested in scalping or price action or the two-legged pullback. And so you hitting that like button actually helps the community, right? Actually helps everyone, not just this channel, but helps anyone that might potentially want to know about this, would like to know about this content out there, but they can't because the YouTube algorithm is not pushing it out. And so you guys hitting that like button and just and engaging in the chat, asking questions and responding to questions when I ask questions like, hey, put a 1 in the chat, put a 2 in the chat. When you guys do that, it all helps the stream, all helps the community. You help everybody by doing that. And so that's why I like to encourage anyone hitting that like button, anyone, encourage anyone asking questions, encourage anyone responding and answering questions that I ask. And that helps a lot. And as you can see, we're getting a flood of subscribers every single video. This is crazy. 4,988 subscribers. We are 12 subscribers away from 5,000, pandas. We are so close. Like I said, pandas, too high for me. That's why I didn't enter there. So you're sweating now if you're in this long trade. I'm gonna have a 5K special. I think by the next stream tomorrow, I'm gonna be at 5,000. I'm gonna try to do a 5,000 subscriber special, and I'm gonna try to trade 5 contracts on stream. It's gonna be scary, but let's go, baby. The thing about stream is like, man, I'm just like super extra self-conscious when I trade on stream, so it honestly distracts me. But I enjoy it, so that's why on stream I usually typically trade 1 to 2 contracts. Off stream I actually trade, sometimes I trade 4 contracts actually off stream. Sometimes I scale in even on off stream as well. I do mention times where I'm going to scale in even on this stream. But imagine, you have to have some sort of tolerance, right? Even when you scale in, like for instance, this scalp here, if it didn't make a scalp and I said I'm gonna scale in, I would have scaled in right here, the very next one, and come out break even. And I would have been able to come out break even from this entry here and this entry here. That was enough to come out break even for me. And so this is actually a trap now on the other side, but it's just way too high from the 20 MA. Like this happening up here means nothing to me. This is just congestion now. It doesn't mean much to me, in my opinion. Too much congestion. In fact, the trading range indicators identifying the congestion already, right? And it bounced off perfectly off the bottom of the trading range indicator. But imagine that you went short here. I was really thinking about going short here because of a really nice signal bar, two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. But it was just too close to the bottom trading range, so that's why I didn't do it. But let's say you did enter there, right? Let's say you entered one tick below here. So this is your entrance, this horizontal line. That means that you would scaled in one time, maybe off the balance of this. You will scaled in one time here, entered here, and you realize by now that you were lost. And so for me, I would have my stop loss right here and just taken the hit. Even though it's a double, double the loss, you gotta take your hit. You gotta have a plan, even for your scaling in. Because if you don't, look at all of this pain you would have to have gone through, right? You just have to take your losses, and this is the potential what you're missing out on the pain. You're missing out on this pain. So even scaling in, you have to have a plan. You really have to have a plan. And the thing about the plan is that you think your premise is still good. And by the time that you trap out here again, your premise is no longer good, in my opinion, right? Your premise here up to this point is that we're going short. But if you're making a trap up here, like, and breaking this trend line, like, you're gonna think my premise might be wrong, and I'm willing to get out and take the hit, even though this can come back down. All right, so there's no real setup here. There's no two-legged pullback. There's nothing here. It's just getting crazy choppy right now. But in my opinion, that looks weird to me. This just looks weird. It's just, looks weird. I mean, this is a first entry on the 5 minute here, and this could be enough to shoot it back down, in my opinion. We just triggered the first entry here. I'm looking for a trap trade actually now. If this goes up, I'm gonna look for a trap trade. Actually, I don't know. Does this look bullish to you, pandas? Does this look bullish to you? 4,996 subscribers. We're almost at 5K during the stream. Let's go, baby. Man, we're just hitting milestone after milestone. This is crazy. No, I gotta turn this thing off. The subscriber thing is just out of control. It's out of control right now. I thought I turned it off. Right? Obviously, I haven't. I gotta look at it again. The only way I can maybe turn it off. Let me look at this. Yeah. Maybe this? That's gonna turn it off, but that's gonna turn off all sound, so. Yeah, that's gonna turn off all sound. And I like that music in the background. Too choppy here to take this long. We're in this really choppy market right now. Makes the perfect scalp. As you can see with the gold box here, that means the perfect scalp was made. If this gold box disappears, that means the absolute scalp is made. By the way, if you want more information about this indicator that automatically finds two-legged pullbacks for you, even can be used for automated trading, check out the official website at the bottom right of your screen at www.twoleggedpullback.com. Honestly, I didn't even think about this being an issue because I didn't think having, people subscribing during, the stream would be an issue, but we're just getting way too many subscribers, and I don't know, maybe it's a good thing. I don't want to complain about people subscribing, but when it's like spamming the stream like this, I think it affects the experience. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. I'm gonna have to. I thought I did fix it, but obviously I didn't, so I gotta look into it again. That was enough for a nice scalp right there. Uptrend is continuing now. Two-legged pullback formed on the 5-minute chart. I didn't even realize that. It's a higher low two-legged pullback. Now I'm thinking we're just. But we have a potential two-legged pullback to the downside now. A, B, C on the 5-minute. Clearly above the 20 EMA still. We made a new high, broke trend. Made a double top here. The 5-minute, I might want to go into this 5-minute two-legged pullback. I might be interested here. Got 3 more minutes on this candle on the 5-minute. I'm thinking about going short here. But the 10K chart is making me think that we're going, you know, we can keep going up, right? These big tails hitting the 20 MA from above makes me think there is buying pressure. But I like this two-legged pullback off the 20 MA, the first one on the 5-minute chart, potentially here. By the way, hard stop at 10:45 for me, so oh, that's when this candle finishes. Yeah, I don't know, I don't like it. I mean, obviously you got a big bull bar but big bear bar following it, and we are above the 20 MA, you know, just gliding above the 20 MA on the 2K chart. So you're thinking, why would you go short here? And that is a very good question. Why would you go short here? We do have a two-legged pullback forming on the 5-minute chart. Drink Me says, I can't live without the subscriber sound. My ears will bleed without it. Hey, I can make a nice little soundtrack for you. It just repeats that sound. You can just listen to it on loop. Did we hit 5K subscribers? 4,999 subscribers. Too much chop, really, to want to go short here, but I like this two-legged pullback. I like where it's at. I like the risk, too. The risk is not too large, actually, even on the 5-minute chart. See why? I wonder if the subscribers are coming. I think I might be getting some of Matt's subscribers. I don't necessarily want them because I don't want to cannibalize our audience. You know, I want his subscribers to be his, and I want my subscribers to be mine. And, you know, I think my channel is doing fine without his subscribers. If we do get a good signal bar here, I'm gonna have to go short here. It's just, I just cannot. I cannot not go into this. Even though it's probably stupid, it's probably better to go for the trap on the 5-minute. Like, this is pretty strong evidence that we might be reversing the entire day here. Right, big bear swing, big bull swing, right? No follow through. Something in me wants me to go short here. One contract, let's go. Just cause we're on a stream here, we got a two-legged pullback. Let's get it. Decent signal bar. It might not even hit. This is the 5-minute chart, two-legged pullback, 5-minute chart. Off of 20 MA. That's like not what you really want to see after your signal bar. You don't want to see like strong bullish behavior. Oh boy. This is a dumb trade, pandas. I already know this is a dumb trade. But we do have a two-legged pullback. $5,002 subscribers. Let's go, baby. Pandas, thanks for the 5,000 subs. This is another milestone for me. And I seriously appreciate it, Pandas. I will have a 5,000 subscriber special next stream tomorrow. And hopefully you guys can join. But on that stream, I'm going to do a 5 contract trade on stream. I'm going to try to. I'm not going to just do something stupid, but I'm going to try to take a 5 contract trade for you guys for 5,000 subscribers. Let's see if we can get it tomorrow. But hey, pandas, I think that's it. Again, today, the most exciting thing was, and some of you guys got some nice scalps though. You guys got some nice runners. I think some of you guys got a runner here. Some of you guys got a runner here. And so, congrats if you guys got those runners, if you got those traps here. I got one scalp on the stream, but hey, pandas, gotta end it here. Sorry, it's a hard stop for me. And so, yeah, 5K. Thanks, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for supporting the channel. You guys are amazing. This is the best community ever. And so honestly, I can't wait till tomorrow. I really wake up excited every single day to trade, not because of scalping and making money, but really to trade with you guys. I wake up every morning excited for this time, and honestly, I get sad on the weekends because I know there's no trades, right? There's no trading, and I won't be with you guys. So, do really enjoy this community, and so thank you again for the support. And hey, if you want more information about the two-legged pullback indicator, check out the official website, www.two-leggedpullback.com. Also, there's a free trial you can try out for free. And trade safe, pandas, right? Don't go on tilt, and don't be like me and do a stupid trade like this just because. Pandas, as always, happy trading and God bless. Take care, guys. Take care.